I'm Dave Porter, a mortgage lender. Been in the business for about 30 years in various positions. And today I have a sad story. It's about a guy by the name of Dan. We'll call him Dan because that's his name. And what happened was he wanted to buy a home and got cheated out of it. I got a call from a real estate agent who said that they had a double wide mobile home and they needed financing for it. And frankly, a lot of lenders and even the realtors, they know that HUD home properties are problematic. They take a lot of time. There's a lot of effort involved. But that's part of what I signed up for. That's part of the job that I was prepared to do. And so I contacted the buyer. He applied with me for a mortgage loan, a modest loan. The sales price was $52,500. I got him pre-approved, all good, had the funds for his down payment. Closing costs were paid by HUD. And it was a HUD-owned property, which means that HUD had inspected the property and they had identified the condition of the property as well as work that needed to be done before financing would be available. The work on this property that needed to be done was the installation of a smoke detector and a CO2. And HUD recommended that that could be done for about $500, which was, I think, more than adequate. But in the report on the property, it said that water damage was seen. And it also said that there was a plumbing issue with the master bathroom. And upon better investigation, we discovered that there was a severed pipe underneath the house that was going to the water source, a community local water. HUD, because it was not part of the work requirement, because they only allow for safety related items, would not allow for that work to be financed and would not allow for that work to even be done. HUD said, you cannot go out and we will not turn on the water so we could determine the problem, so we could fix the problem. And it's a shame because here we had a willing buyer and an unwilling seller. And so now HUD and the management and marketing company that they worked with will have this property on the market again. And the sad news is this property that we've been supporting with our tax dollars has been on the market for 3 years. He was prepared actually to pay additional money out of his own pocket to get the water issues resolved and even pay for an inspection to figure out what those were. That's pretty frustrating for someone with a limited income and limited savings on a modest home. And yet he was even cheated out of that. I remember hearing him say, I want this house. What do I need to do to make sure I get this house? I didn't know the answer was going to be, fix the government. And when I mentioned this to a few other people, I started hearing additional stories. One was a house that didn't have a gas main. Somehow the gas meter was taken out. HUD would not fix that, which made the loan unsellable, and so they're sitting on a house. The sad part is this is our tax dollars not at work. We need to contact our senators, our local politicians. We need to work with Mortgage Bankers Association, certainly HUD and those officials, and we need to find some workarounds or some solutions where common sense can get these homes financed and get buyers into homes. It's good for our economy. It's good for the job market. We have to do this, and we have to do it now. Let's get this fixed.